Food labels get a makeover.
It's the first major overhaul of food labels in over 20 years. News 13's Jennifer Emmer joining us right now with tonight's Consumer Report.
The Food and Drug Administration has put new food label regulations in place based on new health and nutrition research. According to Consumer Reports nutrition experts, at least 4 of the changes are key to improving your health. The nutrition labels on our food will make it easier for us to make more informed choices in our diet.
With some simple changes such as bolder type and the adjustment of serving sizes, it's going to be a lot easier for consumers who want to eat healthier to lower their risk for heart disease and other conditions.
Here are 4 of the changes that will help you pick the best foods for your health. First, the serving sizes are more realistic, with amounts for some foods reflecting what people really eat. Another example, if a package holds 2 or 3 servings, but there's a good chance someone would eat it in one sitting, say a bag of popcorn. The label must show nutrition information for 1 serving and the whole package. Another label change, since Americans don't get enough vitamin D, which is important for bone health, and potassium, which helps to lower blood pressure, they're now listed instead of vitamins A and C, which are already plentiful in most people's diets. And the calorie count will be featured in big, bold type. If you consume more calories than your body needs, those extra calories are stored as fat. But keep in mind those calorie counts don't tell the whole story. A 250-calorie candy bar that contains nuts is not as healthful, for example, as 250 calories worth of nuts.
Now that it's featured, manufacturers may have more of an incentive to reduce the amount of added sugar in their products.
While there has always been a line for sugars, it referred to both naturally occurring sweeteners plus the ones added in, like granulated sugar or high fructose corn syrup. The FDA now requires that added sugars be included on a separate line. It's now easier to judge a food by its label. Consumer Reports adds that sugar substitutes go by a lot of different names like sucralose, stevia, or sugar alcohols like sorbitol. Now that manufacturers have an incentive to lower the sugars they may add, you may start to see some more of these non-nutritive sweeteners pop up in the ingredients list.
Popular trend among millennials is wellness shots. It's a small burst of nutrients in liquid form that you can actually drink.
Many juice bars and cafes in the area are now selling them. News 13's Justin Hinton spoke with wellness shot fans and a dietitian to see if they're really worth it.
We can measure these out.
You've heard the January 1st cliche about 1 million times. New year, new you. But at Simple Cafe and Juice Bar in West Asheville, there's nothing new about wellness shots, just the people asking for them.
We do many every day. Anywhere from 10 to 15 in a day, or sometimes as many as like 20 to 30. It really depends.
Sean Miller says there's just something about the combination of ginger, lemon, cayenne, oil of oregano, garlic, and turmeric.
Because they feel great, they taste different than a lot of things you're used to tasting. They're spicy and they're warm, so I think there's just a lot to them.
And thanks to friend Tyson Cole Phillips, who I've deemed the unofficial brand ambassador, there's a pseudo social media awareness campaign. He started it as a joke, but inadvertently,
he didn't really like it.
It's led to more people trying the drink.
First shot of our 26th year.
Like and subscribe down below.
With all the challenges everyone does, like on social media and stuff these days, I thought it was funny.
Taking it to the next level, he ends with like or subscribe below, like a YouTube video, though you can't really do that on Instagram. Part of the fun.
Still think that's hilarious. And then it caught on because I'm not the only one that thought it was funny.
He even gave it a hashtag, Wellness Shot Challenge, and it's spreading.
I think it's super cool, and we're such a small community here that I think it's good to kind of help out all these small businesses and local businesses.
For the faithful, they're convinced the wellness shot works.
I've taken one every day, a wellness shot every day. I have not been sick this winter.
I had bandmates that were sick before an important show, and I juiced them up a big wellness shot to go and sent that home with them, so it could hopefully be better for the show, and it seemed to work all right. So,
what about you?
I usually have one a day. Yeah.
And have you noticed any differences in your life?
I've been sick a lot less.
As a first timer, the folks here say it's a good idea to have some water in your system first. Another recommendation for first timers is to sip, not take it like a shot. Bottoms up. That is spicy. They recommend for first timers to maybe chase it down with something that's a little sweet. Here we have a combination of fruits and vegetables they call liver love. Bottoms up, round 2. That's my first wellness shot.
We have people saying it makes them feel better, makes them like ready to tackle their day, helps their stomach feel better if their stomach's not feeling great.
All right, now that the glass is empty, let's get a dietitian's take.
Wellness shots are basically just a concoction of a bunch of nutrient-dense foods created into some sort of liquid. Do they work? For the most part, yes.
But Lauren Ferguelli doesn't want people to think wellness shots are the end-all be-all.
So if you're not eating well, if you're not sleeping well, if you're not exercising, then having a wellness shot is not going to override those poor habits.
And when it comes to drinking them, she says a great time to throw one back is in the morning, pairing it with a protein and a fat in some sort of meal so that the nutrients can be absorbed better.
I would be concerned about maybe certain medications interacting with a specific ingredient, but as long as you're aware of those different properties, then I think it's a great way to start your day.
Just one way to get that added boost of nutrients you may be struggling to get through whole grains, fruits, and vegetables.
Cheers.
Something these folks can certainly get behind. In Asheville.
I feel healthy already.
It's a trend that's sweeping across the Carolinas. Dozens of counties passing resolutions created to protect gun ownership.
Tonight, a gun violence prevention group announced it opposes Second Amendment sanctuaries. News 13's Taylor Young spoke to the organization. And Taylor, they're calling these resolutions reckless and potentially dangerous.
Yeah, within the last 2 months, dozens of counties in North Carolina have declared themselves supporters of gun rights by passing these symbolic resolutions. But now a group called North Carolinians Against Gun Violence is calling on governments to remove them.
Gun rights, a topic that's filling town halls across North Carolina.
It's about our rights, guaranteed by the Second Amendment.
These meetings frequently ending with a vote. Declaring counties like Haywood, Henderson, and McDowell as Second Amendment sanctuaries.
So we want to go on record that if there is any attempt to grab guns, hey, your last line of defense as an individual is gun ownership against a government out of control.
The resolutions are designed to prohibit any state or federal law from infringing on county citizens legally getting firearms. A symbolic vote for some and dangerous to others.